With tonight being night one of Wrestlemania, I thought it was time to finally do my Wrestlemania 39's predictions video. So let's get right into it with Austin Theory versus John Cena for the United States Championship. Now, this match has been building up for so long. You know, Austin Theory always idolized John Cena, and we already know the infamous photo shoot that he did celebrating John Cena's 20th anniversary. So yeah, this match has been building up for so long, and it's obviously going to finally happen at WrestleMania. And although I would love to see John Cena win, I think he's going to put over Austin Theory to get him some more heat and to build him up as a, next upcoming guy, the guy for WWE. And it'll only make sense because I do not think John Cena is going to be able to stay and do the United States Open Challenge due to the fact that, he has a busy schedule. So it only makes sense to put over Austin Theory in this match. So there it goes for that. Then we have Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. And after me thinking about it, I think 100% it should be Seth Rollins that should win. He finally deserves a WrestleMania win. He's been on a losing streak lately, and it's time for him to finally get a big match. And who else would it be better than against? And it being Logan Paul. So yeah, that's for it. That I truly believe Seth Rollins has this in the bag, but they could steal the show, honestly, or steal night one. Then we have Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. And you guys already know I'm going for Rhea Ripley. After 3 years in the making, it's time for Rhea to finally win. But with Vince, quote unquote, back, I could totally see it going the other way, and I'll be so pissed off about it. But this is definitely Rhea's moment. Because, fuck Charlotte Flair, and she's a terrible champion, and, we just don't need it. We need Rhea to finally win the big one because she totally deserves it, and I truly believe that Charlotte needs to go away. I know she just came back, but there's no reason for her to be here. Then we have Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. This is the second biggest storyline other than the Bloodline. This has been going on for months now, and we're finally getting the ending to it. Well, maybe not the ending to it, but I do think Rey Mysterio is going to finally beat his son after all the harassment he's had to go through, and it would only make sense for that to happen, and we'll see about that. Then we have the 6-woman tag match between Becky, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control. And I think this is a time when Trish is going to turn heel and Damage Control wins. And we have the men's showcase, and another one that I'm not really interested in, but, it's going to be Braun Strowman and Ricochet. It's going to be a good match, but nothing I'm really interested in. Then the biggest storyline going into it, the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Obviously, this is the ending, the closing of the chapter, where Sami finally gets the one-up on the Bloodline. So it's obviously going to be the winner. It's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It's going to be an emotional moment, and I'm so ready for it. It's finally happening. Let's get it going. It's going to be so dope, and this better be the fucking main event. Then we have the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. This match could steal the show. 3 of the best wrestlers in the world: Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. I've been doing back and forth, and this is finally going to be Sheamus' crowning moment. He'll finally win the IC title, and Gunther will go on to be a part of the main event scene. Drew doesn't need to win here. I think it's just going to be Sheamus' time after everything. Then we have Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match, when we're finally getting the regular Hell in a Cell back. And I think it's going to be Edge. We're finally going to close the chapter between him and Finn, and him in the Judgment Day. It's finally time to end it. And I think it's the perfect way to end it in a Hell in a Cell match, with Edge finally getting the one-up on the Judgment Day. So that's definitely going to be another great match. Next, we have Brock versus Omos. I quite frankly don't even care about this, not one bit. We all know Brock's just going to do this big F5 spot against Omos and win the match. So there's nothing really I can go into that. Then we have Bianca versus Asuka for the Royal Women's Championship. And after all this time, I think it's just going to be Asuka finally winning the title and hopefully have a better reign than her other reigns. Then we have the Women's Showcase that, once again, it's going to be just there. It's nothing going to be crazy, but it's obviously going to be Ronda and Shayna winning, because obviously they're going to be winning the women's tag titles soon. So yeah, it's nothing big going on with that. That's just going to be the winners. It's nothing crazy, but that's just my prediction for that match itself. Then the main event, Cody versus Roman. I spoke about this in my other video about who I think should win, and I made the case for both Roman and Cody about how each of them could win. But honestly, I'm still going to stick with my gut and go Cody. I think it's time to get away from, Roman. He could finish his bloodline story with the decline of the bloodline after losing the titles to Cody. I just think it's finally time. And then at the end, he can be interrupted by either Randy Orton or a debuting Jay White. That's just how I see WrestleMania going off the air, which would be dope. I'm excited to see what's going to happen after, the aftermath. Maybe they'll show up at the Raw after Mania to make it special. Who knows? But that's just my predictions for this year's WrestleMania. What is your predictions? Are you guys excited, or you guys think this is going to be a flop? Let me know in the comments. Once again, this has been NezReacts, and I'll see you in my next video.